Hello, good morning. Sorry, medyo naaliw ako doon sa pinapanood ko. Good morning, welcome sa ating morning briefing. And to start, let me share my screen with you. Ayan po, so umpisa po tayo sa umpisa tayo sa Euro USD. Kasi dito naman tayo lagi nag-uumpisa, no po? So kung titingnan nyo ang Euro USD, tuloy pa rin yung kanyang pag-akyat. Masasabi natin na tuloy pa rin yung pag-akyat niya kasi ang market structure niya ay tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang higher low, ito yung mga low niya, higher high pa rin siya. So ibig sabihin tuloy-tuloy pa rin yung pag-akyat niya plus the fact na hindi siya it is trying to get away from the 26 moving average kasi if the price goes away, the farther away it is from the moving averages, then it is said to be faster yung kanyang velocity. So ibig sabihin yung kanyang pag-akyat ay mas mabilis na naman, mas mabilis. And also, hindi pa niya nararating itong price target na ito. Itong price target na ito ay galing dito yan. Yan. So kung bakit dyan natin kinuha, yan, ang tawag po dyan ay inverted head and shoulder. So kung ano po ang mechanics niyan or paano yung mga principles na applicable para sa interpretation ng head and shoulder, you will learn that on advanced classes. So yung target po niya is 21.57. So yung 21.57, base po yan dito sa previous high na to. And then, kung papansin ninyo, nagra-rounding bottom na yung ating price pattern formation, ano? So most likely it's going to reach this before we see any substantial correction sa euro. So ang ano po natin, ang diskarte po natin ngayong umaga is buy on dips. Dips to the 26-day moving average. So dito, nilagay natin dito, ano bang dito ngayon? Sorry. $5.9 today is 10, ano? So buy on dips at 21.12. Yung 21.12 po ay nandito po yon, assuming itong trend line na to. So dito po yung 21.12, assuming na nandyan din po yung 26-day moving average mamayang hapon. Ito po ay yung sinasabi nating buy on dips because we are expecting it to correct at least a few more points before it goes up again. Ano po? So 21.11, ito po yun, 21.11 is somewhere here. Tapos yung take profit mo, syempre yung pa rin kung ano yung initial price target niya which is 21.58. Tapos yung cut loss mo based on 11 pips ATR, kaya naging 20.90. Kung wala na pong tanong, we can now move on sa ating USD JPY. Sa USD JPY naman, pababa pa rin siya. But before we put a selling position, we are expecting it at least to make a correction all the way to your 26-day moving average or up to the 50, with the inclination right now, I think it will just correct up to 26-day moving average, no? So yung 26-day moving average natin is 104.73. So we can put a selling at 104.73. Tapos ang target po niya ay itong low ng mga support dito. Bakit po yan ang pinili natin? Kasi kung papansinin mo, mas compared to between this and this price level, I am more inclined na ito yung kanyang pupuntahan kasi dating naging resistance dito, ngayon, posible na dyan siya makahanap ng support. Hindi po dito, but bagkus ay dito po sa 104.05. So if we are going to sell at 104.70 something, 104.85, bakit 104.85? Yan, yung 104.85 ay galing sa ang 104.85 ay galing sa yan, dito po yan kinuha o yung support po dito. So it may correct up to here before it will resume its downtrend. Ano po? So pwede po siyang mag-correct hanggang dito, but since it is trending, it is also possible that it will just correct up to your 26-day moving average. So for the meantime, ilalagay natin dito 104.85 ang selling, ang target mo is 104.05, ang cut loss mo is 105.05. Sa ating GBP naman, sa British pound naman po, ang tingin natin ay paakyat pa rin siya, but paakyat pa rin siya kasi continuous pa rin ang kanyang higher highs, higher lows. Tapos nag-break na siya dito sa rounding bottom na to, and usually malayo na kasi ito kaya hindi ko muna dinidiscuss sa inyo. Ang rounding bottom, pagka nagbe-break ang rounding bottom, you have a way of measuring the initial price objective based on the measuring implication that you are able to get from a rounding bottom formation. So ngayon, medyo malayo-layo yung kanyang tinatahak, yung tinutumbok ng kanyang rounding bottom or saucer formation. Ang titingnan muna natin is yung break dito sa what we will try to consider first is the bakit diyan ang sorry. It can also be considered as ano po pala. Ito kung titingnan mo to, ayan, kung titingnan nyo po, it's a complex head and shoulder formation with an initial price objective pointing to yan, ang initial price objective niya ay nasa 139.18. Yan po. So, yung 139.18 na yan, it may probably hit that tomorrow or the day after, no po? 39.18. So, dito ilalagay natin 39.18, hindi 37, 39.18. So, if you buy at 37.92, yung 37.92 is assuming na ito po magta-touch po siya mamayang hapon dyan, magko-correct siya all the way up to 37.90. So dyan po tayo pwedeng maglagay ng buying po. Most likely 37.90 ito yun, ano? So it might correct up to here. Yung high po nito, which is 37.89 o sabi mo ng 37.90. Kaya po ang buying po natin dito is 37.90. Tapos ang take profit mo, yung pinakita ko kanina, 39.18, ang cut loss mo is 30 pips based on your hourly ATR, kaya po yan ay 37.60. So ang next naman natin ay ang Australian dollar. Ang Australian dollar naman po, Ang formation na ginagawa niya ngayon ay saucer formation din, ano? So obviously ito, rounding bottom formation. So yung rounding bottom mo, pag na-hit niya yan, it may probably target this one. It might target this one, no? But in all its technical likelihood, ito po talaga ang tina-target niyang puntahan because of the formation here. The formation here, yung rounding bottom mo, na-confirm po yan sa corrective fan. So nung nag-confirm ang corrective fan mo and then you put it here, so yung target dito, this is a pennant formation. So yung pennant formation mo dito, nung nag-breakout siya, ang target niya ay ito, which is 77.54. Pero since malapit na ang 77.54 dito, ito na lang yung i-consider mo. Yung high po niyan is 77.56. Kasi between a previous high and a past initial price objective, sa previous high ka mas magre-rely. So if you buy on dips sa hourly EMA, so assuming that it is at 77.22, you are expected to take profit at 77.56. Ang cut loss mo is 23 pips kaya it gives you a cut loss of 76.99 level. So kung wala na pong tanong dyan, dito naman po tayo sa gold. Ang gold naman po ngayon ay paakyat pa rin ba? Opo, mukhang paakyat pa rin ano kasi increasing high pa rin, increasing low pa rin at saka nasa uptrend channel pa rin siya. So yung uptrend channel po niya ay ito. Saan po nakuha ito? Galing po yan dito. Yan. So yan, nag-break ang triangle mo. Dito po napunta yan. So ito po yung kanyang target. Yung target niya is 1866.11 plus 1866.11. Konting may plus minus na margin of error doon. Ano? So malapit na po dito sa 1865. Ang buying natin is 1831. 1831 is based on dito po sa ano because we are expecting it to dip at least dito sa 200-day moving average mo since the market is consolidating and the price is moving at above your 200-day moving average, we are expecting that the 200-day moving average will be a support at this time. Ayan, kung bakit 200 ang ginamit, bakit 26, bakit 50-day ang kailan ginagamit itong mga to, you will learn that on advanced classes. If you want to attend our advanced classes, you may inquire to Ma'am Joanne or whoever invited you dito na IB, please inquire from them and they will be glad to assist you. So kung wala na pong katanungan dyan, we can now move on sa ating Forex news or kung what to expect in the market today, no? Yung mga data na lalabas po sa market po ngayon. So today is Wednesday, mukhang may mga mangilan-ngilan siguro. So today is Wednesday, may mga pula po tayo. Ito wag na nating pansinin itong mga itong data from China because we are not trading renminbi anyway. Ito dito tayo sa Harmonized Index of Consumer Prices. Ayan, it will be coming from Germany this afternoon at around 3 o'clock So medyo market mover po yan. Tapos meron din tayo dito sa Consumer Price Index. These are all inflation data. So kung masyado pong mataas ang inflation, then in order for the central banks to taper that inflation, they have to flood the economy with the with their currency para po mag-taper yung inflation po. They have to increase the interest rate. Sorry. Erase yung unang sinabi ko. When there is high inflation, the interest rate is expected to go up para po ma-taper yung kanilang inflation. Yun po ang usually na ginagamit nilang tool para sa pag-ano ng inflation, no, pangontra ng inflation. Pero dito sa atin, since mahirap na ang buhay, mataas pa rin ang inflation natin, ang ginagawa ng gobyerno is in order, instead of tinkering with the inflation, kasi ang inflation, pagkat inakyat mo ang inflation, tataas ang cost ng pautang. So pagka tumaas ang cost ng pautang, magmamahal din ang pagkakandak ng business. So pagka nagmahal ang pagkandak ng business, tendency is people will not venture into business. They'll just park their money elsewhere in some other form of investment. So nawawalan ng pera sa economy. So pagka kumukonti ang pera sa economy, yung demand side ng economy nababawasan. Pagka nababawasan ang demand, law of supply and demand, bumababa ang presyo. So yun po yung ano nun. Yun yung correlation ng pag-akyat ng interest rate at saka ng high inflation. Ano po? Pero dito sa atin, ang ginagawa ng gobyerno ngayon is they are putting a price cap on basic commodities dahil masyado ngang mataas dahil sa mga ganid na nasa market po ngayon. Kasi yung pag-akyat na yan ng presyo, totoong may shortage ng pork because of swine flu. But it is very obvious that some people are taking advantage of it. Ayan. So, bago po ako mag-rant ng kung ano-ano na naman dito, that ends our market briefing for today. So thank you for joining us, and I will not be able to meet you tomorrow dahil may medical appointment po ako bukas. I will be meeting you up again for our morning briefings on Tuesday of next week kasi Monday I do not hold market briefings. Tomorrow is Thursday. On Friday, it's a holiday because of Chinese New Year. So Monday, hindi ko po kayo mamimit. Tuesday ko na po kayo mamimit po ulit. Maraming salamat po sa inyo and have a nice week. Have a long weekend, everyone. Have a nice long weekend, everyone. And hope to see you all again on Tuesday.